Okay, Chelsea have signed Christian Pulisic from Borussia Dortmund for 58 million. He will remain out on loan at Dortmund until the end of the season, which is I think suits both parties. I think Chelsea obviously have to offload some players. Danny Drinkwater is an example. They also have to resolve the issues with Eden Hazard, whether he stays or leaves the club. Um, 58 million is a good marker for where this transfer window is going to go money wise. I can see some club records being broken. I can see some transfers bigger than this taking place. I can't see the overall transfer record being broken this time round. But if we look at this time last year, Virgil van Dijk went for 75 million. So there's an opportunity, there's some room there for some big transfers to take place. I do find it interesting that Chelsea do often sign players and keep them out on loan. I'm not overly a fan of that use of the transfer system myself, but Chelsea have been doing that since Abramovich took over the club. So it's a sort of a Chelsea thing. Other clubs do it as well, more and more. Although I'm not overly enamoured with that use of the transfer system personally. It would have been nice. I think Chelsea fans would have obviously hoped that when they were linked with Pulisic, that he would obviously be a Chelsea player playing in the Premier League rather than a Chelsea player out on loan. I think he could strengthen that team immeasurably. You know, while they are fourth and they are a fair few points back from Liverpool, they're not out of the title race. I don't think people should write off Chelsea and Arsenal from the title race just yet. We've seen in the past the team top at Christmas can fall as low as sixth or seventh. So just because Liverpool are 7 points clear does not mean they're guaranteed the title, and they've yet to have a wobble yet. So it's going to be interesting. I think Man City and Tottenham have shown that they have some weaknesses in their squads as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Man City, because they've had a few injuries, sign a player or two, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tottenham strengthen their squad because they've been shown up in a few games to have a few weaknesses of depth. So Chelsea are the first of the top clubs in England to dip the toe in big. But this is a lot more of a long-term transfer investment for Chelsea because obviously he's still going to be on loan for the rest of the season. So he won't actively contribute to Chelsea's season till next year or Chelsea's squad till next year. But because Chelsea have made a move, I wouldn't be surprised if other clubs in the Premier League start making moves over the next couple of days, weeks. The transfer window obviously shuts at the end of January, so there's still basically 3.5 weeks of transfer window left. I wouldn't be surprised yet if Tottenham, Arsenal, and Man City all dip the toe in and add a player or two, and we may see a Premier League record for a January transfer window, or maybe an overall transfer record for the Premier League. Will the main record go with Neymar's transfer? I obviously did the top 10 list the other day of record transfers and stuff like that. Will the overall record be broken? Probably not. But the signs are that it's going to be a very active window if Pulisic has already been signed after a day and a half of the window being open. It's going to be interesting to see, what clubs make moves where. Man United, I would expect them to be active in this transfer window, but with Solskjaer being an interim manager, that's going to be interesting what they do. And other clubs at the bottom end of the table, like Newcastle, it's going to be interesting what kind of money they have to spend. So I can see all 20 Premier League clubs making signings in this window. It doesn't always happen, but I can see every single team trying to add and strengthen their squads for the second half of the season. This Pulisic signing is more of a long-term investment by Chelsea because obviously Drinkwater and Hazard, and there's some other players as well that could be on their way out of Chelsea and moved around in the transfer market, be it in January, now, or in the summer. So Chelsea are going to be very, very active in the transfer window and in the summer, I would think. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.